begin my honoring for the both of you with this story. I once heard that how you start your marriage sets the tone for the rest of your married life. And the story goes like this. A man was celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. Their long-lasting and happy marriage was the talk of the town. So a newspaper reporter came to see the man to ask him the secret of their successful marriage. Well, it dates back to the honeymoon, the man said. We visited the Grand Canyon and took a trip down the bottom of the canyon on a mule. We hadn't gone very far when my wife's mule stumbled. She looked at the mule and quietly said, "That's once." We had only proceeded a little further when the mule stumbled again. Once more, my wife looked at the mule in the eyes and quietly said, "That's twice." We hadn't gone more than half a mile when the mule stumbled a third time. Once more, my wife looked at the mule, and this time the wife promptly pulled the revolver from her bag and shot the mule. I started to protest over the treatment of the mule when my wife looked at me and quietly said, "That's once." And so we live happily ever after. It gives me great honor to pay tribute to Tito Tony and Tita Lorie on the occasion of their 50th wedding anniversary. We actually live in the same neighborhood, but we really became friends when our paths crossed while serving in the Couples for Christ community, where we developed a great relationship and where our friendship flourished to what it is today. I'm a big fan of documentary film and war films, and I love listening to Tito Tony's account of his experiences during and after the Second World War in the Philippines. And to survive the difficulties of living in a war-ravaged country. It truly symbolizes the human courage in face of adversity. Tito Tony, I admire your resiliency and how you rose up and started building up your life and your future. Tito Tony's story of how he met, pursued, and eventually married Tita Lorie is a beautiful love story. 50 years later, it will remain a beautiful love story. And I feel fortunate to be here today to celebrate with both of you and the rest of those gathered here this afternoon this special milestone in your marriage. And I'd like to honor both of you for setting a great example for us married people to emulate. You not only showed us that marriage can stand the test of time, you also showed us that married people can remain in love regardless the number of years that they live together. Watching a young couple in love is joy, but watching an aging couple in love is bliss. Since we are neighbors, I regularly give our celebrants a ride home after our Couples for Christ gatherings. This gave me an opportunity to witness Tito Tony's love for his wife in the simplest things that he does for Tita Lorie. Upon arrival at their home, Tito Tony will quickly jump out of my car and open the door for Tita Lorie. He will carefully help Tita Lorie out of the car, even carry her handbag and open the door of the house for her. It amazes me that he does that every single time. One time, while Tito Tony was holding Tita by her arms, she slipped and almost fell. She looked Tito Tony in the eyes and quietly said, "Tony, that's once." I just made that up. After that incident, I noticed Tito Tony being very, very careful. Before Tito Tony gave me a lesson on how to take care of the special woman in my life, I was convinced that a man will open the door of his car for two reasons only. First, the car is new. And the second, the wife is new. Tito Tony, I honor you and for doing the little things that you do to make Tita Lorie feel special and still loved by you after all these years. I'd like to honor and thank both of you for being the father and mother figure to many of us. Not many of us in your circle of friends here in Canada have our parents around, but you fill that gap. We learn so much when you share your insights on life in raising children and relationships. Tita Tony and Tita Lorie, may the Lord continue to bless both of you and your entire family with good health. May the Lord bless both of you with more grandchildren. May there always be peace, love, and laughter inside your home. And may your marriage last for as long as God will allow.